friends, welcome back to the channel. Today is the day of the week where I share my progress on my weight loss journey. So I attended my Weight Watchers meeting today and it's always good. The topic was basically building the proper meals with protein, fiber, fats, and all of that. And we kind of broke off into groups for kind of a brainstorming session about what those meals might look like. It's always good to get some other input and maybe give you some ideas for, something different, because sometimes we get stuck in a rut, don't we? Now, last week I said I was 201.6, I think. So I am up 0.4 of a point, which all things considered, I guess that's pretty good. Hubby and I went out for a date on Saturday and we went to Carrabba's and boy, I was poring over that menu and it has the calories listed. What I should have done was, in hindsight, because hindsight is 2020, I should have gone on my Weight Watchers app to determine the points ahead of time, and Amber knows this, but she didn't. No, she just went according to the calories. I was looking at the chicken Parmesan, and I think it was something like, 1,149 calories, whatever. And I probably would have only eaten half of that, actually. Although I will say portions have decreased incredibly. So anyway, and then I was looking at the lasagna and it had like 700 and some calories. And I'm like, well, I do like lasagna. So that's what I ordered along with some asparagus and the Sicilian chicken soup. And not to pat myself on the back, but I have to say my knockoff Sicilian chicken soup is better. But anyway, I got the lasagna and you know what? I ate it all. It wasn't a huge portion and I was very hungry. But anyway, that may be some reason why. It has a bazillion points. I think it had like 37 points and my daily allotment is 23. So that was not a stellar move on my part. But you know what? Sometimes one day a week, but you know what? Not one day a week for me. Once in a while, splurges are okay. Certainly not all the time if you're trying to lose. But also my system has been a little slower than usual. So in good news, I have been making a couple different soups. A number of days ago, I made the Sicilian chicken soup and we ate that for days. Everybody loved it. And then a couple days ago, I made a vegetable soup. And of course, both of these are maybe on the mid to high end of sodium. So that could possibly be part of it too. I'm really not concerned so much about the slight gain, but I definitely want to work on that. In terms of exercise, what went right this last week? Well, I got on the treadmill one day. And then hubby and I did take a walk after our date. After our dinner. We walked along the beach and that was very nice, although very cold. If you didn't catch my Lido Beach, Sarasota, Florida video, you might want to check that out. But it was a gorgeous, gorgeous sunset. So we really enjoyed that. So yeah, I've walked several days this week and I'm pretty happy about that. When it's so cold, I tell you, I'm sure it's cold wherever you are, but for Florida, it's been especially cold. We don't usually get this many consecutive days of chilly, chilly weather. Often it's been in the 40s at night, and that's very cold for the Southwest coast. Very cold. But I'm sure we'll be warming up soon. Now, today's high is, I think, 70 degrees, so that's very nice, but the house is still cold from the overnight temperatures. So yeah, I have my little vest on because Amber's been cold. But I said all that to say about the weather, it really does affect joint inflammation. And so on these really cold days, it's just tough. But spring is coming. Spring is coming. Think warm, happy thoughts. So I say all that to say, I do think I'll be more motivated when I'm feeling better, joint wise, to get on the treadmill more. That said, Grammy life is busy life. Like I have said, yesterday was my 16-hour day with my 5-month-old grandson. And I actually will have him for a couple hours, probably two to 4 hours. So my daughter and her husband can go out on a date later today. But, you know, and then I, of course, have the 2-year-old grandson 1 or 2 days a week. So busy life, but here and there, when I can, I definitely like to fit exercise in. I feel better for one, but also, you know, it helps to get our metabolism moving. Also, I have a medical test coming up next week. So I've kind of been thinking about that a lot and trying not to worry. But anyway, we'll see how that goes. And then I have a follow-up with a specialist. So yeah, so I'll be glad to have all that behind me. Possibly more on that later, but not right now. But, you know, in other news, I have really been thinking about the phrase of slowing down. I've seen a couple different YouTube videos and people talking about how winter is a good time for just kind of slowing down the pace of life. And it got me to thinking, of course, here in Florida, our seasons are not as severe. We're not impacted by the snow and the ice. And so it doesn't really force us per se to slow down. But I was thinking, you know, the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and all of the busyness, you know, we're just coming out of that season. And I was even thinking before I saw those YouTube videos that it's a really great time to kind of, you know, regroup, to kind of slow down, catch your breath a little bit, because, you know, I like the phrase that we are humans, not robots. You know, sometimes we can just get in this kind of treadmill of life where we just go, and we don't allow ourselves the proper time to rest. So this is my encouragement to live a life well balanced. Today I was pondering that thought, and I was thinking about Psalm 46:10, which says, "Be still and know that I am God." And I love that passage because sometimes, even if our physical body is not go, our minds can be like runaway trains, right? So sometimes we just have to say, you know what? Be still, slow down, slow your roll, be present, live for today. They say that fear is robbing today of, you know, the blessings that we can have. And I just think that that's so true, because we need to focus on how blessed we are right now, not focus on the what ifs and the tomorrows of life. You know, the Bible says that tomorrow will take care of itself, right? So here's my encouragement to you to slow down, be intentional about living, and also be practical about our to-do lists. It's really easy to fall into the trap of I have to be busy every second of every day in order to feel good and be productive. But the truth is that our brains, our minds, our bodies need a season, need a time of rest as well. So balance being the key word. So I'm looking forward to the coming week. I also plan to get a minimum of 2 days of exercise next week. A minimum, probably on the treadmill, because it's been so cold. Our mornings are quite chilly. So yeah, in the mid 40s, it has been. So that's cold for me. Maybe that's a heat wave where you are, but yeah, definitely affects how much I want to be outside first thing in the morning. getting this machinery that I call my body moving. I always say I feel like the Tin Man. I just need a little oil. But yeah, so I picked up a recipe card at Weight Watchers. This one is for a turkey meatloaf. It looks pretty good. I used to cook with ground turkey, and then I don't know. I think I veered more, if I'm not going to do beef, I veered more to doing ground chicken because it does have a little bit more flavor. So I probably would make it with the ground chicken. And if you want to take a screenshot, here is the recipe, foolproof. Like I said, the points would be affected if you added the ground chicken, but there's some ideas about ingredients. So that sounds pretty good. I might try to make that. And actually, I don't know, I suppose you could mix up ground beef and ground chicken. Why not? Live dangerously. I have been in soup mode this last week. Like I said, vegetable soup, the Sicilian chicken soup. And I think this next week, I'm going to make some white chicken chili. That just sounds good to me. So let me know down in the comments below, what are you making that's delicious this week? Maybe you might spark some ideas in the rest of us. And let me know how you're doing on your health and wellness journey. If you're new here, please introduce yourself in the comments below and like and share and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you soon. God bless.